Forget about it.
It is the Wrestle Lingus show, ladies and gentlemen, the number 3 show, dwarfing that so-called show called Get My Go, which I was on this last week, so you guys will be able to see that whenever the hell that pops up soon, which is funny, Faust, because when I was talking to them on that show,
yeah,
I was like, yeah, the number 3 show, and he keeps saying, no, you're 4. Like, it goes back and forth, right? We go back and forth with that. And I'm like, what's that other one? And I thought it was. And he goes, it's on Get My Go. He goes, you're helping. You're on the competition show. I go, oh, no, I plan to sabotage this show. I plan to show my gaping asshole on camera. I might get your ratings, though, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm Cav Manning. I'm along with my consigliere. That is Fausty Walnuts.
What do you hear? What do you say?
We do a show here, and we like to talk about what happened in wrestling, and we do 2 per week for here, except for when there is a pay-per-view, and then that goes exclusively to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. So this week there will be a bonus show over there. As little as $5 you can get those, no commercials, no interruptions, and you could get these shows over there with no commercials, and you get them quicker. We post them immediately. Whenever Joe decides to post them, usually it's, within the day.
Yeah, it's the time difference. So by the time he gets them, it's usually the next morning, right?
Yeah, it'll be the next morning. Usually you guys get this. Otherwise, you guys get the WWE show on Tuesday, and you get the AEW show on Thursday. We post them up immediately, and we never miss a week ever. So we have Elimination Chamber coming up this weekend, and
you're going to wake up at 4 a.m. or what time's it come on for us? It's 2 a.m.?
It's at 2. It's almost easier
it's like the nerds that wake up for Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, fuck.
Or have an all-night party. No thanks.
Out of your mind. Maybe
go out Friday night, go to the bar, 2 a.m.'s last call anyway.
They're going to the fucking bar. Here's the funny thing is, if I was early 20s, because that was the stay up late as fuck and all that kind of shit, even into 30s, you would stay up and all that shit. I'm like, now fuck, Faust, I don't know what the hell make me stay. I'm dying come, New Year's. You got to wake me up before, and I go, Happy New Year, and I go back to sleep. But yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not staying up to till 2 to watch this.
That'll be nice. By the time we get up, the replay will be on. The commercials are cut out, so there's a little bit of time.
Yeah, and I'm like, would you stay up? I think this is maybe the only way I would do it, because if it's at 2 a.m., it's still, evening. It's not like you're getting up at 4. It seems different to stay up at 2 than to wake up at 4. If Mania was showing up at that time. Different.
That means I'm up at 2 a.m. and I'm going to be up until 6 a.m. or whatever. So I'm basically pulling on all that.
I think I would give that a shot. I might. I can't guarantee it, but I might, because it's Mania.
Yeah.
But I can't promise you that either. 7
when it's over and watch it.
Right. You're right. I just don't want to get ruined. Like, I got to put fucking mute on all these things on my phone.
Right.
Bullshit. This is not the go home show for SmackDown, but it is the go home show for Raw that we will get into. So SmackDown first, Faust. Right off the bat, we get a chamber qualifier.
Oh, right off the bat, though, we see Rock arriving in his Ford pickup, and the first heel
for Ford for sure.
Yeah,
big
the first heel move of the night he does is he takes up 3 parking spaces like an asshole.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because he goes towards the middle spot, but he parks crooked, so it's like people couldn't park next to him.
That's pretty good. It's the little things, Faust, which we'll get to at the end of the promo, which I would love your opinion on it, and we will talk about it. Dom tries to talk, and I must say the boos are not as big as before. Right. He almost seems like he is faking like he cannot talk over this.
Yeah.
They were not drowning him out at all, but he's pretending it is.
Yeah, he takes the pauses. He's talking about, NWO Purple, we're going to sweep the chamber. Then they point out, well, you got to get in the chamber first.
Yeah, so it's going to be Dom versus Kevin Owens. R-Truth shows up. He's going to watch. So
Truth still thinks Owens is Miz? That's what I was confused about.
I'm confused by everything with the R-Truth stuff. I mean, it's...
Some of it's funny, but some of it's... Come on.
Well, it's if you're trying to make any sense, then you're not going to.
Yeah,
he's been jumped 50 times and still wants to hang. It doesn't it doesn't make sense where he has finally been like, "Fuck these motherfuckers." So It doesn't matter. He's getting killed left and right, and he shows up anyway. Dom is kicking out of everything.
Yeah.
I'm shocked because I thought it was over a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And he is actually kicking out of everything. So this is a Mania match. Dom tells Truth to go get a chair. Well, since you're here, I'm going to use your ass.
Right.
Truth gets one and just sits down.
Yeah, because Dom is saying, you're still in. And Truth's like, no, I'm not. He goes, no, you're still in Judgment Day. Go get me a chair. If you're in the Judgment Day, get me a chair.
It's smart. It's smart. If you're doing storytelling, that's the way to do it. You go, I got a moron over here.
Right.
So, no cap. Let's get this fucking guy to do shit for us. He's pissed now because he sat down in the chair. He turns around to go at Owens. He gets a pop-up power bomb, and KO wins. KO is in the chamber at this time. I'm more impressed with the women's chamber than I am with the men's at this point.
Yeah.
And we'll get into the list on Monday of who's in these things. Kayla talks to Drew in the back about the chamber. And
yeah, I'm like, okay, here's Kayla with Raw's Drew McIntyre. He's already in the chamber, so I don't know why he's here.
Well, the only reason I am not blasting the Raw people at SmackDown, vice versa, is we've pretty much been told there is no division until Mania. I know Faust really like to just jab him. He's just hateful. He don't like anything. Drew says, insecurity and making jokes, how people, will turn on him. And
you're talking about LA Knight.
Yes, sorry. LA Knight shows up in there.
Yeah, because at first Drew's saying how he needs to win the chamber for him, for me, for Raw. I'm the savior of WrestleMania. And then LA Knight comes in talking trash. And Drew says, I see right through your bravado. The crowd's behind you now, but they will leave you.
And Knight goes, there's room on that picture on that tombstone for your name, too.
Like he says, well, thanks for the advice, old timer.
Is Knight older than Drew, I would assume?
Oh, my God.
I think he is. I think he is. That's why I think he did that. Roman arrives.
Look it up.
Hugging Jimmy when he gets there, who's like surprised that he's being hugged. He's like, oh, all right. Like Roman's in a very good mood because, they're running this thing. Logan Paul arrives. Do you see Logan Paul's rating on, and I think I guessed it.
LA Knight is 3 years older than Drew McIntyre. He's 41. Drew's 38.
80. Fuck, he's 80? Jesus Christ. 83.
What were you saying about
Logan Paul's rating on the new game?
What is he, a 90? I forget.
He's 90. Yeah, because I was thinking, I love guessing myself. I go, because I saw like the Judgment Day, and then they go, oh, JD's on it. I go, JD 75.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm being a little generous. I think he was a 71 or a 2. And then his reply was, what's our truth? And they said like 60. And he goes, okay, I'll like, fuck that. Logan arrives. Dunn and Bate talk about how they're going to win the tag titles at the chamber.
I think Bate says he wants to call their team the New Catch Republic.
The New Catch Republic?
I think that's what he said. I'm like, you can't come up with something better than that.
What does that even mean?
And then Dom came in and said, you're just mad you can't beat Judgment Day.
Yeah, he's all pissed off because he just lost too. And he's like, he pretty much just walks by with a glancing comment like that.
Yeah, and then Bate says, all right, well, we'll face you in Truth next week.
Yeah.
And Dom's like, not even in the group. What are you talking about?
Chamber qualifier, Zelina versus Tiff. It's Tiffy time, Faust. In running in the Miss Lingus pageant, which by
last
the
year
way,
she was a play-in, so this year she'll be in the.
She would be in, and we will have news in the upcoming weeks about the Miss Lingus tournament that we do every.
The real March Madness.
Faust, is this like 8 years or more?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'd have to look back. I know Paige was number 1, so it was like when Paige was wrestling. That's a while ago.
Yeah,
really wrestling. Phantasm is at ringside. Faust.
2016 was the first Miss Lingus.
So there you go. Okay. So I swear I see nip slips during this match. Do you? I need to go back.
I don't remember.
I saw there was tape for sure. Like was showing she's taped herself together, because she's wearing a fucking bikini top out here.
Right.
But then I was on the other side. I swear I saw this. I said, I'm a good eagle eye with this perverted stuff. So I should know. Lopez is yelling at Zelina. So Zelina pulls her over the rail
and then throws her back
over the rail. What the fuck was that? Tiffany gets her in the ring, spine buster, moonsault, and a win.
Moonsault right to the gut.
Yeah, I like to bounce up to the top.